Scorpio, welcome to my channel. I'm your Cosmic Auntie, and this is going to be your monthly reading. For those of you who have been on the channel before, you might see this is a different setup. I got myself a cool little device to help me hover my camera above the reading, so that I can give you different viewpoints. So you can see the beautiful cards that I work with, and I'll be doing a bit of both. I'll be in front of the camera and also will be doing them like this as well. For those of you who are new to the channel, hello, welcome. I'm so happy to have you. Thank you for stopping by. I'm really glad we found each other. I appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate every view, every like, every comment, every subscriber, every donation, anyone who's purchased a personal reading with me as well. It all just means so much to me, and it's a great blessing to share something so special with you. So in turn, I hope that these readings can come alongside you in some helpful way, help you gain greater clarity about something, provide you a sense of confirmation, validation. I hope that they're encouraging and empowering to you. Those are my intentions going into the reading always. That being said, I always like to remind everyone that tarot is never supposed to tell you something you don't already know. So don't make anything fit if it doesn't. You'll know when a message resonates and you'll know when one doesn't. Okay? So let's get into it. Oh, and if anyone is interested in purchasing a personal reading with me, check the description down below. All of the information to do so is down there. And I'll put the deck information as well. And if there's any other tidbits that come through while I'm uploading the reading, I put them there too. Okay, so we're going to be using the Aquarian Tarot today, the Shamans Dream Oracle, the Lightworker Oracle, and Postcards from Spirit. Let's get into it. So the visual that I received for you was of this like beautiful like rolling water, and like it looked like the sunset was reflecting on it. There was these like purples, pastel-y purples, and kind of pinks and blues. It was all really beautiful, and then like the last little bits of sunlight were like glinting off the water, so there was like these little sparkles here and there, and it just felt really peaceful and beautiful. So let's get into the cards and see what they have to reflect. Messages for Scorpio, Spirit. Messages for Scorpio for July, or whenever this video finds you, because energy works in its own cool way. So we've got stranger curiosity coming through. We've got some water down here. This is giving me very Scorpio energy. It's giving me like enigma energy, which you exude this kind of enigmatic vibe. What else for Scorpio? We've got sacred contract, covenant, sacred contract, gathering, the power of community, and the Watchers, transpersonal. Oh. Very interesting. Okay, well, I was gonna say to you before all of these cards come out, I feel like people are really intrigued by you. Like like I said, you're very enigmatic, and I feel like people are very like curious about you. You catch people's eyes. You kind of like leave them wanting more, kind of thing, in a way that's just like I heard tantalizing. So I feel like you're very well, you're always very attractive, but I feel like you're just like exuding attractive energy right now. And always really, you're very attractive energy. And yes, mysterious. That's just something about you, okay? So, with these other cards coming out, the Covenant, Sacred Contract, Gathering Around, the Power of Community, and the Watchers, Transpersonal, I feel like there's this kind of leadership role that you're being called to step into somehow. And it's like linked to kind of, I don't know, like soul contracts, like soul purposes. There's alignment here. It has to do with, you know, your community, or kind of, well, definitely your community, but also kind of stepping into a leadership role in some way in your community, really participating and showing up in community. There's a lot of energies that are like watching you and guiding you and helping you. So this seems like a soul calling in some way. And it's going to look differently for each and every one of you, but it's definitely a soul calling to kind of step further into community. And perhaps, you know, even for some of you, step into leadership roles in your community. This is assisting you in like meeting deeper parts of yourself, being like curious about these like new depths of self that you're reaching, and how you're carrying that into stepping forward in community. Again, there's these energies really like assisting you in your elevation. Can we get a clarifier for the Stranger Curiosity card, please? Yeah, you're building, you're growing, you're cultivating something, you're working together with other people, you're connecting. Can we get a clarifier for the Covenant, Sacred Contract card, please? The World. So there's contracts closing out and contracts being opened between you and Spirit. Gathering Around Community, please. So we've got the Death card, the Seven of Rods, and the Knight of Cups. Again, there's contracts closing out and new ones opening that are very much like connected to your heart, to your soul, to your dreams, to your desires, to your gifts, right? This is water energy, your energy. There seems to be like a difficult chapter coming to a close in regards to community, and a more blissful one opening. Can we get a clarifier for the Watchers Transpersonal, please? Just feels like such ancient, powerful energies surrounding you. feels like stepping deeper into your birthright kind of energy, and accessing like ancient knowledge, and being fully like supported and protected and guided and encouraged by the 9 of Rods and the 4 of Rods at the bottom of the deck. Being fully supported in that. So the 9 of Rods is like, I can just looking right over at this over here, and the 9 of Rods is the sense of effort. It's a cycle coming to a close. It's essentially closed. By the time we get to the 10, it essentially like reduces back to the 1, which is the Ace of Rods, the Ace of Wands, your life force, your power, your passion, your initiative, your drive, your vitality. I'm really reading this as like you being heavily protected in this what word am I looking for here? In this transfer. That's what I was going to say. Transfer from these old contracts that have come to be, to these new ones opening, where you're stepping forward in more of your divine truth and showing up more and more authentically you. Like there's this elevation, there's this evolution of you. And what it is that what it is that you're doing and building in this world, what it is that you're cultivating in this world. So Wheel of Fortune, 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, there's just a tough time coming to an end. There's change in the air. There's movement in the water, right? There's this flow. It wasn't choppy or anything like that, but there was movement to it. It was in flux. And with these like peaceful colors, it just feels like more peaceful, calmer waters are being enjoyed at this time, or you know, you will be. It's like there's this energy of like having difficulty working with others, or difficulty in the certain communities or spaces that you've been in, coming to an end. And with that ending, there's this new season, there's this new beginning. And I sense you following your heart. And I sense there's arenas in where you are able to share your heart, and you're able to share your gifts, be yourself, and have the room to blossom, because you and Spirit are closing out like old soul contracts and opening up new ones. Yes, see? There's this kind of threshold here. I sense again, a tough time coming to an end, where you've had to like really hold your own, where you've had to stand strong, where you've had to like have immense amount of stamina, where you've had to have like a certain amount of grit. And I just feel like I just kind of keep hearing dark times are over. And like, what's that, I think Florence and the Machine song, like, is it called that? Dark days. These dark days are over. I'll try and find it and put it in the description below if you're called to take a listen. It's certainly taught you a lot. You, again, know who you are at a deeper level. The Queen of Swords has been dragged to hell and back time and time again. And in like the Persephone story, which kind of always reminds me of the Queen of Swords, is like she learns how to be the queen of hell. So yes, she's dragged to hell and back time and time again, but she's the queen. She becomes the queen. So even in these tough times, you built your crown, you put your crown on your head, you ruled that shit, okay? And it made you all the wiser. It has made you stronger. Doesn't make whatever has happened right, okay? But it has made you stronger. You have gained wisdom from navigating those circumstances. And I feel this whole bright new chapter where there's like new community, happier community, healthier community, more reciprocity, this time to really follow your heart, shine, do what your heart calls for you to do. Like there just seems like there's more room opening up to really to go for it, to go for your dreams, to do things that really fulfill you, that really emotionally fulfill you. And the community that's being built around that is really beautiful. So, 9 of Rods, please. The 10 of Swords, yeah. You had to be really strong, and there was a lot of painful things that happened. Like, you know, many of you could have experienced betrayal or being stabbed in the back by people in certain communities that you were a part of. And you've navigated that, you've gone through it, okay? Like those contracts are done now. You've fulfilled them. You've gone through them. You fulfilled them. You in spirit are like, you know, stamp of approval. That's done. Gleaned the wisdom, and all of these new ones are opening, right? The world is endings and beginnings. The 2 of Pentacles is that process. I keep seeing like kind of paper and stamps, like, all right, that's done, that's done, that's done, and now, okay, these new ones. And so you in spirit are communicating about what it is that your soul desires, and, you know, writing up different contracts to support those things. And of course, as co-creators, it's a relationship, so we have to leave room for life to do what it do. And like, there's a lot that we, you know, can't control, only we can respond to. And that's where I feel like there's a lot of energies really celebrating you, because you have responded and navigated the ebbs and flows of life really well, okay? And this does look like dark times. This looks like challenging times. And painful times. You're coming out of this knowing what you want and what you don't want, what you like and what you, don't like, you know? And having healthier boundaries, trusting your voice more, trusting your vision more, trusting your truth, your intellectual intuition, your emotional intuition. Yeah, you've come into deeper union with yourself. You've met parts of yourself, the Stranger Curiosity card, through like, as being dragged into the shadow and having to, like, right, surf the waves and, like, fall and get up time and time again and navigate tricky circumstances with others that may have betrayed you, stabbed you in the back, hurt you, and you've had to be really, really strong, and you've had to hold your own and stand your ground and really, like, hold it down. But now this Knight of Cups is coming towards this with so much love. Right? They are the dreamer in the tarot. They are the romantic. They are highly intuitive. They are taking action on their dreams. They are following their heart. They are letting their heart lead the way. And I sense that with you. You're letting your heart lead the way as you continue to heal these wounds and put them behind you, let them go, and open up to this new chapter of building and participating in community that, you know, respects you, that you feel safe in, that you feel inspired in, that values you, values what you give, and where you can also receive from them as well, knowing full well you've got your own back, knowing full well that you've got, you know, a keen eye, you know, like, and you trust that. So all in all, it's like, we have the devil at the bottom of the deck too. You'll know how to spot this kind of devil energy faster because of the things that you've gone through. I just keep hearing side eye. Like, you know how to throw that side eye, you know, if anything seems funky. But I also don't sense that stopping you from going out and being a part of community, stepping into leadership roles in community, being seen, okay? Because you are magical, you are enigmatic. People really notice you. People really, like, are just magnetized to you. And sometimes that attracts, like, nasty energy, not energy of other people's projections, fears, doubts, manipulation. It can attract people that just want to try and dim your shine, take you down a notch. And maybe that's something that has been attempted, and maybe, you know, it tripped you up for a little while, but it did not and will not and won't ever stop you, right, Scorpio? So the wheel is turning in your favor. This time of like feeling down, feeling left out in the cold, feeling like financially challenged, or having to go through a lot of physical change in your environment, is the wheel is turning. You and Spirit are drawing up new contracts. And they look really, really good. This is a brighter time. A time where you are fully following your heart and shining as bright as you can, and being in spaces that are healthier for you to do so and celebrate you and don't want to take you down a notch. Like, they're not smiling to your face and having other intentions internally or energetically. And again, you're very perceptive, okay? You're very, very perceptive. And this deeper level of awareness that you have with yourself, you know, trust it, use it, pay attention to it. This all looks really, really good. This all looks really, really exciting. You see, the water kind of looked like that. So you're in kind of a transition right now between the two worlds. You're balancing them. But the World card here is endings and beginnings. Things have come to a close. Those chapters have ended and new ones are beginning. And they look like full of love, connection, love of yourself, love in your environment, love of the people around you, of what you're doing. Again, feeling just more alignment in life. Is there any more cards for Scorpio before we move on to Oracle? Five of Swords. Yeah, like, you had to fight. You had to fight. You've fought hard for this. You've had to really, yeah, battle. And you know that you can now, right? But it doesn't have to last forever, and it's not gonna last forever. Five of Swords. You hit us with a Five of Swords at the end there, Spirit. Can we know more? I just think that it's, you know, Spirit's showing me that you've really had to, like, you've really had to battle, you really had to fight, you really had to step and navigate challenging circumstances and stand up for yourself and, like, trust yourself. And, like, there's an energy of defeat that comes with this card, but it doesn't mean that you're defeated. It just means, like, that was a difficult situation, and it may be disappointing, you know, and just, but I feel, again, really called to say, like, you know you can. You know you can step. You know you can fight. Yeah, this is it. Okay? Fulfillment, stability, happiness, safety, connection, love, abundance, prosperity. This is all happening now. This is where you're going, or where you are, depending on where you are in the timeline. And yeah, it just, like, fills you with so much joy, so much love, so much happiness and delight. So allow these, you know, contracts to come to a close. Let Spirit stamp them and take them off, and tune into your, you know, spiritual gifts, your spiritual energy when it comes to the new ones that you're co-creating with Spirit. Like, what kind of experiences are you looking to experience? And the ones that you're really enjoying right now, like, how would you like them to grow? What are your intentions? What are your plans, right? Because there's this whole new expanse opening where you're moving to peaceful, calmer waters, where you don't have to fight so hard. I want to know more too about this Ten of Swords, Nine of Wands over here, because this is, again, stuff that's happened But what's with that Ace of Pentacles? Again, new beginning. New prosperous beginning, full of growth potential, abundance, blessings, success. This is a very promising and very positive card. Same with the aces. So you've got 2 aces here and coming off of an ending. So I hope that this is encouraging. Again, many of you could be at different parts of the timeline. I definitely sense I'm kind of catching you at like a threshold, really starting to see things pick up in a good way, while also like that past chapter feeling pretty close still, you know, but it's ending. It's done. It's done. The wheel is turning. The wheel is turned. The Death card, a new season, a transformation. This is your energy. This is transmutation. You're transmuting all of this learning into wisdom. You know that you have your own back. You know that you can fight like the best of them. You know you can hold your own, okay? But that too shall pass. There's, you know, you don't have to be in that energy forever. You know you can go to that energy, and you know you may have to moving forward in the future too. You know that you can get back into that vibe. But I sense you relaxing a bit more, like with this water, with the glinting sunlight and the pastels. Like there's just you're getting used to, and you're opening up to a more softer era, and it looks really beautiful. It looks really prosperous and full of love and full of happiness, like having all that you need and more, being able to show up in the community, in your communities like you know you want to, and be in communities that value you and give back to you and respect you. Yeah, I do sense that some of you are stepping into leadership roles as well, being more comfortable being seen. Again, knowing that you can fully protect your energy against any kind of funkiness, okay? You know, you can side-eye the heck out of them. So it all looks really, really beautiful. I hope that this was encouraging. Let's jump in and do some oracle. So we've got life path, orbs of light, and hold your center. Life path is kind of really drawing me to this card here too. And orbs of light is giving me this energy. This is very spiritual energy. And hold your center, like the 7 of Wands and the 9 of Wands, like really holding your center, holding your own through challenging circumstances and coming out on top. All right, so let's start with life path. Do you wonder about your divine life path and purpose? You've been enrolled in spiritual training. This training might be obvious in the form of a course you are undertaking, or hidden in a life lesson that is currently triggering your healing, learning, or growth. Whether it's obvious or not, successfully completing this training will empower you to fulfill your divine purpose this lifetime. Further clarity will be revealed to you. The universe promises that you shall know what you need at the perfect time and in a way that you cannot miss. Amen to that. So 40, orbs of light. The spiritual worlds are delivering a message to you. You may have already heard it through telepathic reception and mistaken it for your own thought. Yet, it is inspired by your higher guidance. those spiritual beings that love you without condition. It is an answer to a question and guidance to increase your happiness. Love you, Spirit. Amazing. $34, hold your center. Have you been rushing out to meet others, trying to bend or accommodate their needs at the expense of your own well-being and inner peace? Now you are to strengthen your own energy, your own boundaries, to find your ground, firmly place your feet there and do not move. Feel your feet anchoring you like a beautiful tree. Let yourself experience quiet certainty as you hold your center with commitment, courage, and consciousness. Yes. Yes. I feel you definitely recalibrating that energy, like not overextending yourself, especially for those who wouldn't like show up for you, or to those who would stab you in the back. You know, like I sense you've learned a lot in that realm, and have learned that to hold your center, strengthen your own energy, your own boundaries, find your ground. I feel like the energies that love you the most are really celebrating you. The universe is really, you know, like seeing you, okay, and noticing you and just celebrating you. Quiet certainty. That's something that's really emanating from your energy in your reading. This quiet certainty as you hold your center with commitment, courage, and consciousness. Wow. What a beautiful way to conclude the reading. Thank you, Spirit. And let's get you a postcard from Spirit. For Scorpio, please. Dearest you, let us ask you, are you looking for happiness outside of your everyday moment-to-moment experience, thinking you'll find happiness out there someday? So many go chasing a magic it out there, but it could never be found there. So we want to share a secret that shouldn't be a secret. But you are pure joy. What made you is pure joy, and every time you wake up and even when you sleep, you have joy waiting to be expressed inside you. Joy and happiness and fullness come from doing joy, being joy, knowing it, cultivating it, and lighting it in your heart so you can share it. You must know this, so when the time comes, you will be fully free, and your joyful being and actions will turn you into a beacon of starlight. Look within and be joyful, for even tears and loss, for they mean you have lived, truly lived. Jump into it all and love every minute. We love you like crazy over here. Yes, Scorpio. And that's what I really feel from you. It's like joy is your birthright. You are joy, right? You are pure joy. And I feel you like choosing joy, being it, emanating it, following your heart, following your bliss, following your dreams, and being, you know, and finding spaces where you can be your true self. And you can share your heart, and you can share your gifts, and you can share your joy. And people on the same wavelength, literally the water, the wavelength, are around you fully, like also in sharing their heart, and like it just further expands like inspiration, passion, belonging, right? Belonging, feeling a sense of belonging. Where your generosity is respected, and where you can also receive as well. Okay? Dearest you, we are gathering our magic together to help you celebrate your new beginning. Yeah, baby. You're stepping into a new version of your life. Getting to tell a new story as you create it. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Doesn't it feel like spring when the urge to expand wells up inside you from a primal place? The form of what you are growing has yet to take shape, and it's exciting to experience this new and fresh beginning. It's normal to feel both a push and a pullback when entering any kind of new relationship. It's okay to admit you don't really know what to expect. What you can know is it's time to dive in and allow that new version of life to take shape through you on behalf of your partner in life, Spirit. Yes. You have made it to a new level of awakening and contributing. We are so excited to see where this will take you next. We're so proud of you. Okay, I'm going to read that one more time. You have made it to a new level of awakening and contributing. We are so excited to see where this will take you next. We're so proud of you. I mean, yeah, that's exactly it. What a perfect way to sum up this reading. I send you so much love as you embark on this new beginning, as it starts to take form in front of your eyes, as you keep co-creating with Spirit. It's just beautiful. So thank you so much, Scorpio. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being you. Thank you for all that you do and all that you are. You are such a gift. And I just am thrilled to be able to, again, share something so special with you. And I hope that it's helpful and encouraging to you in some way. Oh, I just can't stop reading that both these postcards from Spirit. It's just a perfect way to summarize this energy. It's always just so cool how that happens. Energy is so neat. Spirit, you're amazing. Know that you're safe, loved, and protected, and you can always ask for help from your guides, from the universe, from God, whenever you need it. And sending you many blessings on this new beginning. Peace.